2020.
Oh, what? I come back and now they're going to do 2020. Goodbye, whiteboard. Don't hit the wall.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're back.
Right. Scott, you may go back to the couch. Steve,
He doesn't want to go back to the couch.
That was good.
Okay, now he's going to go back.
Nice work.
All right.
Nice.
We're back. Hi, camera. Hello.
Yeah, all right. I'm happy they did the roadmap. I'm not kidding.
Are you building snow on your little
I actually might
demo
be.
over there? I think you are.
Uh-oh.
You're accumulating snow.
Hold on.
You gotta shake it off.
I can fix that.
Okay, so
Let's go back. So we will do a platinum prize now to Steve. You can give it away based on your excellent demonstration there.
yeah, you did a really good job. I gotta say, I'm really hyped for this year because this is looking awesome in terms of the content because there will be less content droughts now. So, or at least that's the hope anyway. There is going to be less content droughts.
Our second winner is RoboGamer15 and Umbra She-Wolf. Wow, what a
Oh,
shame.
okay.
Both won 1,000 platinum. Message us on each platform respectively. RoboGamer on Twitch, Umbra She-Wolf on Mixer. We'll give you your sweet, sweet prize. That's excellent.
All right.
All right. So, how does one get rid of the?
The what?
Just pray.
Are you unfortunate, or what are you doing?
All right. I don't want to show it without.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what is going on?
Went away. Yeah, it should be.
It's just timeout.
Timeout. All right.
It's just timeout. You gotta go in and out.
All right. Well, are you guys okay showing out with her on? We're about to show you one of the 2 new Warframes, and we're just.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Are you telling me it's snow themed?
Well,
Wait, Frost already covers that.
should do it.
All right. You guys are watching anxiously
Here we go.
through the awkward
You
silence
ready?
and the dead air. But rest assured, it's
You
worth
have to
it.
give.
Oh, now.
I trust it's worth it.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
All
So we're gonna
right.
dance.
No, Sheldon.
Sheldon, no, bad. No dancing on stream.
Right. Once I get in a position that you guys feel is, adequate, I'll.
Oh, this is good.
This is good.
Yeah.
All right, come on over.
Oh,
Over. All right.
so here's our first one.
Warframes. This is Hildren.
Hildren?
Hildren.
Hildren.
Any takers? I said it out loud twice and no one.
Derelicts.
Derelicts.
So what does Hildren do?
And
Some people think it's going to be Rhino too.
She is.
Oh, she.
She is powerful.
So female Rhino.
Oh, giving us a little show.
Oh, female Rhino.
Yeah.
Female Rhino.
Wow.
At first, I thought they were too literal, but they were too.
Too good.
They were too good.
So female Rhino, guys.
So what's her story? How did this frame come about? What's her?
This is actually a really cool Warframe for us because
Rhino's
Scott
big
said
sister.
he wanted kind of a
Scott,
more
what's wrong?
techie, kind of shield powered Warframe.
Oh.
But at the time, I had been talking to Michael Brennan, Minky. I don't know if players remember him if you've been a long-time player.
Yes, Rhino's
First
girlfriend.
4 years of Warframe was
For sure.
And he kind of left to do his own thing. We were catching up, and I just kind of said, if you ever have that itch to scratch, the door's open for you to ever do something. And then it worked out that he built this Warframe for
Get a
us.
big itch to scratch. Yeah.
Rhino need a wife.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So are we going to see her powers or no?
She is so fun. This is her very colorful appearance. Scott, do you want to talk a little? We're not going to show her powers today. But Scott, can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah. Power-wise, her hook is she doesn't use energy. She uses her shield as her energy pool.
Oh.
So that's kind of the.
Okay.
working
That's
thing.
unique.
Very, very techy.
She better have a lot of shields.
She has some nice team buffs. She has some nice offensive weapons.
Oh. I'm
She's
intrigued.
one of the
I'm getting into specifics, but that's kind of the.
I'm very intrigued.
one of the first.
Also, yes, my
Warframes
arm was
to
okay.
come with their own weapon that isn't.
Because I sliced it into the table.
Secondary or melee.
That's right. Actually, yeah, it seemed really appropriate.
What were those words?
I don't know.
We're with you.
Rebecca's excited.
I'm excited.
Yep.
You're gonna show it.
The
Yeah.
timing of her seemed appropriate to give her a custom version of a certain weapon type.
A certain weapon type. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
You had
Two ends.
You had two ends.
No,
No,
just up.
retype it. Up arrow. Up.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
here we go.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
right.
A signature Arcwing weapon. Should have.
Sorry,
Oh
I was
my
hacking-
god.
Hacking the system here.
But I'm assuming we can't use it all the time, right?
Yeah. So she's serious when it comes to.
Oh yeah, she's not
firepower.
messing around. People are saying this is Zarya from
You
Overwatch.
can run with it as all.
I kinda have to
it's just fun
agree.
to watch, and then you can maybe get a look at her power here.
Oh my god.
Good.
Whoa!
Love it.
That weapon better be usable all the time, though, because it's going to be annoying if we have to rely on heavy ammo.
On our feet, which are incredible.
I still think heavy ammo shouldn't be, or it should be a common drop instead of not at all.
Yes. So we can take a.
Perfect.
So there's actually a really funny bug right now that you guys saw seconds.
Are we going to show it?
I don't
Oh,
know
are
if
you
we
gonna show
can.
it?
Yeah, show the bug. Show the bug. Just for a
Alright.
second.
What bug?
There it was.
What
Alright,
bug?
switch weapons.
Yeah, that is definitely a bug, all right?
Alright.
We're not going to say anything more than that.
Sorry, James.
Okay, yeah, no need to see that. Moving along.
Yeah, bugs are fun.
It's a fun bug.
Yeah, at least it'll be fixed in the final release,
It's a
right?
fun bug, but either way, a bug nonetheless.
No comment.
So in other news, we have some questions about trading improvements that were coming up.
Okay.
We do have some minor stuff to show you guys about just streamlining the process. I have 4 screenshots.
Great.
The first of
Oh,
which
we got
is showing
some-
you
got some
probably
trading
if
improvements.
you're a frequent trader.
Trader.
You'll recognize 6 slots as opposed to 5. So here you have 6 slots to
Oh,
trade now.
an extra
If you are
slot.
An avid trader.
That's
you'll know
awesome.
That's very good because you can now trade full prime sets.
Yeah.
As
Nice.
opposed to the 5 limitation. On the second screenshot, these are mock-ups from the UI team. This shows you that it's now better sorted by category to help
Okay.
you navigate a bit more sensically all the things you can trade.
So can we
Our
stack
third
items on top?
Screenshot is showing you just the layout of all the things. So you can search, you get a full sorting inventory at the top. As
Not
opposed
bad.
To just the kind of list that you got going on now. And last but not least, you can see the 6 slots. So here we have a user that has in the mock-up.
Rifle helicopter.
Right here.
Is that supposed to be Maiming Strike?
Yes.
Great, looks great.
Lots going on here.
I'm sorry, just look at the trade down there. Rifle helicopter. I'm sorry.
There's lots of placeholder things too. So
I'm so sorry.
People are still really excited about the game.
Rafflecopter
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
a real mod.
People of the
We wish it was.
It is,
Placeholder.
it
It's
is
basically
placeholder.
it's basically Maiming Strike, guys.
All right. So there we go. That was pretty good. Steve, your presentation was very, very good.
It was
I
just
agree.
too fast.
Good presentation.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
you were through it.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, we probably should bring the whiteboard back quickly.
Go back to your,
Draw a dick butt.
Yeah, you can come back. You can come back.
Oh
great.
yeah, let's see some idols.
you should be able to just go up again.
You don't actually have to bring the whiteboard back. I was joking.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, what's next?
Oh, well, I'm already halfway there. So, all right.
Oh, yeah,
Let's take some.
Kick back to your screen.
Yeah, you want to go back to my screen?
I do.
I do.
I do.
All right. Yeah, we can take a look at what's going on
This
here.
is a pose down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's in the
What's in the what? The world state?
World State panel?
I know.
The what panel?
Yeah,
Careful.
Careful. All right. I'm being careful.
Those
All
abs
right.
almost look like mine.
Ah,
Yeah.
female rhino.
Nova,
That's
that
like a 35
Hidden-
pack she's got going there.
Totally hidden underneath here.
14
all that.
pack. All right. So let's answer some questions that were either broad topics or very specific. We have
See, you should have dragged it out longer.
I know.
No, we don't know.
I know.
Questions.
I know.
But what are the questions?
Sorry. Sorry,
is
Steve.
your-
This is your
What are the
fault.
questions?
I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
Right, slower.
right, slower. Yeah, you were fast. You blew through that.
It's a squeaky marker. Right?
That's all right. So a lot of people did want to know about a roadmap of what's to come. Pardon me. We already talked about that.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind and go back. So what will be changing for Arcwing content? Or how does Arcwing fit in?
That's a good question.
Bigger picture plans for the year, because there is a lot of opportunity for players to invest in Arcwing right now. They have their 4 suits. They have all their weapons. They can do their grab mags. So what would you say on such a topic? Artistically, design-wise, goals for 2019?
Yes, Scott.
Well,
What
we
would you
were
say
actually
about all those
talking
things?
about this
Yeah, right
almost
before.
as we were going live.
Yeah.
I think it's an audit of the current content, probably a redesign / rebalance / rework to fit with the Railjack smash that is about to impact the game in a big way.
Okay.
So hopefully that all kind of feels like a synergistic whole instead of something that's off to its own thing. Yeah, so I think this year there'll probably be big things for Arcwing.
Very cool.
You know, I just noticed the Sea Wisps has an eye.
With that, speaking of big things.
The Sea Wisp right there. I'm freaked out. Sorry.
The asset Lucas posted, remember, in the weapons channel?
Did not grab that.
The new melee weapon?
Did not grab that.
Oh.
Yeah,
can
it's in
grab
the
it.
weapons channel.
Yeah, I know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so
that
I think
more
just
Arcwing?
another discussion point for a lot of people. either they're saying it overtly or they're just kind of talking about it. It's just the idea that if you've been playing Warframe for 6 years, what does challenge mean to you? And how do we want to rise to that, essentially, word for Warframe?
That one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The idea of being challenged. What kind of type of content is challenging? What does challenge mean? Does it show itself in raids coming back, or does it show itself in tougher enemies? Does it show itself in nerfing everything in the game so that things are more challenging that way? Because a lot of different ideas are floating around out in the world of our players, and what are we thinking internally?
Oh
But
my,
before we get
what
to
is
that?
that?
Huge question. What is going on here?
Is that an Arcwing glaive?
So you throw this?
I missed
There'll have
that.
to be a bit of a design.
My God,
Look at it for sure to see.
that is crazy.
God, I missed the scale. I didn't see the scale
too.
before.
Oh my god.
It's just incredible.
Oh my god.
What?
All right.
That's incredible.
I,
Will that
So
take every...
this is part of the content that's being built to kind of go with like all the additions that are coming for.
Right. If you're going to attack a capital ship,
Yep.
bring a goddamn big blade.
Yeah. You don't walk into
Oh,
a railjack
yeah.
attack without this.
A railjack attack.
Railjack
I mean, they're gonna
attack.
they're gonna have to make Arcwing melees usable because they aren't right now, from what I understand.
Alrighty. Anyway,
that's crazy.
back to the topic at hand.
Sorry, you
Gentlemen.
distracted
What was
us.
the topic?
Challenge.
Oh,
Challenge.
Right.
Something you failed
Sheldon's
to do.
going to answer.
Ooh,
I mean, it's
the
clear.
burn.
Is it?
Clear.
It's
Clear as mud.
It's clear there are issues, especially with armor.
It's really hard.
I think, and big internal debate, I think.
Was there
is-
collusion or not? I mean, anyway, moving
Yes.
on. I didn't say there was no collusion. I just said
Come on,
You're
Steve.
on a roll today. I mean,
Steve, come on, no.
Oh lord.
I said no.
right.
Are
So
you going to answer that then? You answer it. No, you just took it out.
It's
I was
really
gonna- I was
hard.
gonna-
You can. It's a
The truth
discussion.
is, it's a huge discussion.
It's
right
not
now.
an-
That's what we are.
Q&A.
With a lot
I
of
don't
us
think
are
there's
talking
one
about.
clear
There's not a solution
to solve
that
all
we've
of
hammered
this.
on just yet.
The problem is I think challenge to different scales of players are going to be completely different things, right?
Yes.
There's going to be the min-maxer who's always going to look for the most optimal way to complete anything we put in the game.
Yes.
Right? Anything we put in front of them, they're going to look and see, okay, this is the most optimal way to complete this. I don't care about fun. I don't care about...
Or that
you
is
know,
their fun.
Yeah,
Right.
for them that
Yep.
is, right? Like they get their spreadsheet out and they get their graphs out and they figure out the most optimal way to complete this task, and that
fun for them,
scratches
which is
the
great.
itch for them.
Totally. Yep.
You know, there's players that are nowhere near that experience level, and even the thought of taking on some of this content is just like awe-inspiring, and they can't even get there yet. And they look at Reddit and they see people that are taking down the orbs in 80 seconds, and they go, "Holy crap! I don't even know how that's possible." But that's fucking rad that it is possible, right? So, and then there's a whole spectrum of players in between that. That challenge means a different thing for them.
Yes.
So I think answering that with one, like, this is the way we're going to challenge all players, I don't think is
Yeah.
possible. And
I gotta
think
admit,
that's something that
take
we
it one step at a time.
necessarily venture to do. I think we should continue down the road of offering different challenges to different types of players as we go.
Yeah, that's
more
a good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flying ones,
Flying nullifier.
walking ones,
Bins. All of
crawling ones,
Underground,
tunneling
security.
ones.
Invisible ones.
Invisible
Invisible.
nullifiers. Yeah.
Invisible nullifiers designed real time to bring challenge to you.
we do have. People
Please.
looking at,
Ah!
bringing the trials back.
There's the teaser again.
A version of the trials back. So there are shovels lightly grazing the ground.
Yeah. There's talk about
for trials.
You know, taking the star chart nodes and
The nulliest thing was a joke, by the way, just so you guys know.
before, but this keeps bubbling back to the surface. You know, players being able to go like, I want to go farm a specific enemy on a specific node, but that's a really low-level node, and it's a really low-level enemy, and it's really boring for me to do it. But I need the thing that drops off them, so I need to go there. Wouldn't it be rad if I could slide the difficulty up, make it more interesting and fun for myself, and also augment the rewards towards what I want? And I think
That's interesting.
look at.
Interesting
Like I said, I think
idea.
There's one golden bullet that fixes all of the challenge problems because there's so many vastly different players that play this game.
Yes.
And doing high damage is not a challenge.
No.
No.
So
Math is easy.
Yeah, doing high damage is not the problem. In terms of how I'm trying to approach Railjack, is kind of a little bit of a petri dish for mods and damage scaling to be thought of in a different way, and that is to prevent same attribute stacking and other things like that. So the way that the ships will be modded will be like it's a kind of a new domain for players to experience. So
Right.
we can try out some of our ideas for simpler and a more easily balanced damage system without having to take away their hard-earned stuff.
Yes.
So in Railjack, you will see some of those ideas reflected as well. And then with the Wolf of Saturn 6, there's going to be weekly challenges that are unlocked that specifically are for high-end players that know the meta of the game and that are going to be pushing them out, hopefully outside their comfort zone.
Definitely seems like they're addressing issues quite
Very
well.
challenging as a way to quickly rise up through that ranking system and unlock stuff. And then there'll be weekly challenges and daily challenges that are kind of more straightforward for mere mortal players.
Yes. The great divide between the true immortals and the mortality.
Yep.
All right, so that's a huge topic that sort of permeates all types of discussions right now, whether it's...
All of our designers were discussing it.
Like 5 minutes
About
before.
5 minutes
Yeah.
before the stream, we were all discussing the yin and yang.
With very big rebuttals, too.
With
Yeah.
very large rebuttals.
It's
Yeah.
There
amazing.
was docs being written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh.
Slack is like a one line reply type format. People were writing like,
I'll just paste a doc in to reply.
yeah,
to this.
because
No, it's
I think it's great.
It's good.
We don't yet have a silver bullet for that. We don't have something like a Diablo Seasons where you're just resetting all your progress and ranking up through it again. We haven't really gone there yet, so we can't come on the January stream and say we've got it solved. But we absolutely recognize that that's a problem for a certain type of loyal player, and we want to make sure that we serve their needs. And we're going to try a few things this year and see how it works.
Yes.
I
The
trust-
whiteboard from earlier.
I do
Just
trust
go back
that.
and sort of see how all those things fit together.
I can already see the end of the year stream where we replay this footage and
Show how
things
well
did
we
we
killed
check
all
off
this.
this
We won't have to replay.
No.
That will be made for us.
Yes, it's already being made.
Those
I am
bastards.
Sorry, yes. All right, so we have a question from Zani who says, will we ever receive the return of frequent events and tactical alerts with different rewards such as vandals and wraiths like they used to have when I first started playing?
you cherry pick that
Yeah.
question.
Yay!
Right. So the Wolf of Saturn 6 is going to be running for, we think, maybe about 8 weeks. It's going to be play the game, run the challenges, or just kill enemies. You're going to be ranking up, and it's almost like a syndicate that will reset
Yes.
at the end, and you'll be getting rewards like that. We don't have a lot of mastery rank affecting rewards in that rotation because that creates a lot of anxiety for people that miss it, but there are things in that rotation that will help you accelerate your mastery rank progress, and that there are permanent power rewards in there that we'll talk about that are often requested.
And there's also events with Vandals and Wraiths coming.
And there's also
There's-
events.
Oh.
Yes, we have events coming. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Right, we have the Orb event coming up as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We
And
definitely miss those events as well, and
Yeah.
definitely think that those should come back. And those were good things for the community. And we still hear players talking about, I was around for event X or event
Yeah.
Y, and the stories that come out of that. And I think that's still valuable to our community. And
Yeah, they really
we
are
did enough of
taking-
it last year, and I think we need to get back to doing that.
They really are taking feedback into account, I gotta say.
We also had a general, there was just something that was happening internally that we wanted to talk about was the idea of individual extractions in survival and excavation missions. When talking about endless missions, people tend to prefer being able to leave at certain intervals. And we did talk about it last year briefly, I believe, but we are
did?
working on that again.
Oh, good. Because
We briefly.
no, we're
about
having to
it
wait
at
for other
10 o'clock.
players. You can just
Some
leave if you
players
want.
had what? Give me the eyebrow raise.
We did?
We did?
We did.
We
I
did?
remember hearing it.
Yeah, we talked about it, but it's just letting you guys know that we are looking into doing that this year as well, so that you can abort a survival mission at your chosen interval instead of having to trigger extraction. So, yes,
It's cool.
very good. Someone's distressed by the out of order desk plants, and I am apologetic.
Oh, yeah. There's one off. That's okay.
Like this?
Yeah, that one. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All fixed.
Don't do it, Sheldon.
Yeah.
There's two types of people in this world.
There's two types of people.
Entropy wins.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we do have a small PvP thing, a very small PvP thing that's that's being worked on as well. I don't know if we can. Should we talk about it? There's going to be a race.
That's
A
right.
race.
So if you play Warframe for a long time, the mobility is part of the thing that makes Warframe very special. And much to our chagrin, you're very good at getting through your missions extremely fast. Well, now we're going to have a little bit of a contest.
How fast can you
How
go?
fast can you go?
Gotta go fast.
And so that will be something that we'll talk about more when it's finished, but that's also in the works because we haven't really put anything in there. And
It's PvE, PvP kind of.
it is.
Yeah.
It's
It's not.
a
It's
a
not
race.
directly shooting each other in the
Can
head.
you
It's
get
more
conclave
Mario
standing
Kart
permits?
Yes.
than it is a duel.
But no blue shells.
Yep. Well, there might be.
Just because everyone's asking us this, are we ever planning on to have cross-platform systems in the future? Now that migration is closed from PC to Switch and migration isn't possible in any other way, what does it mean for us when we look at all these other games doing their cross-platform thing? We're not the same infrastructure as them, our code base is entirely different, but it's possible in other cases. What are we going to do, if anything, and what does that word mean to you working on Warframe?
We should have talked about this first.
Should have talked about this first?
No, this is springing on us. That's
Oh boy.
As a player, I would love it. As a developer, it's one of the highest risk things I think that we can do.
Yep.
Because a lot of the games that are doing it, it's still very early days for this. A lot of those games came late to the platforms and had a different negotiating environments to establish the contracts. And on top of that, we are a game that is constantly changing. We change the game modes, we change the gameplay, we do huge, huge swings constantly. So it is something that we're all interested in, and we do discuss it.
Our updates aren't just, hey, we added a map.
Our
So
updates-
you don't get that map if you don't have that on your
Yeah.
platform yet. So that's just not available to you. But
And I
everything
know
else
the-
is fine.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And I think, although we would like to do this, it is something I don't think that we can promise right now in January.
Yeah, I think that's for the best, honestly. I honestly don't have an
different
opinion on
degrees of
this,
One
but
of the ones that we've been talking about is allowing you to share progress between the platforms or share items or something like that. Those things are a lot more doable than getting everything in sync and doing complete crossplay.
Yep.
So maybe it's more of a gradual step for us than it is a sudden overnight switch.
Of course.
but ask us in February.
People are
You're saying there's a
quoting.
chance.
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, I like how Scott's holding a
Saying
Cacao
there's a
Prime.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We'll see. Anyway, it's been asked so much, it would be not wise to not ask it. But let's go back to Kevin Glint's art piece, because as much as we've shown Hildren and her shield awesomeness, we haven't spoken much about the second Warframe revealed in this. And
Who is it?
Wisp.
Oh,
We
that's
mentioned it
Wisp.
Once in 2018 is also coming. If you want your wallpaper version of this art as well, you can go to Warframe.
So that is Wisp.
2019 wallpapers, lots of different
Okay.
variations of this.
Beautiful.
So we know about Hildren, but Wisp. Anything that you'd like to know about her, you'll come back on a future Devstream to see. But at the very least, now you have a look at what she's all about.
Okay.
Well,
That's just a hint, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Well, you can look at her and draw your own conclusions.
Right on.
There you go.
In case you were wondering which one was which.
Yeah, that's Wisp.
Okay.
it's cool.
Everyone's like, no, the butt.
Come on.
To the butt show.
Yeah,
No
there
comment.
you go. People now understand. Thanks, Dean. Excellent. All right, our next question is from Voltage, who wants to know when we're going to see Sentinel Weapon and Arc Gun Ribbon mods. Which I
Oh,
think is a bigger conversation
right.
from last year as well. Which
I don't know about that.
I wonder if I can even load this up. Hold on. Hold on.
Why? What do you have?
I think I can actually show this.
Show
Hold on.
what?
Let me verify first. In the meantime, do a platinum prize, and then I'll let you know if I'm in the zone or not.
Because the ribbons are basically
Wisp.
fixes, if anything.
There's a different spellings you could do.
True.
I don't think we put the H.
No.
There's no H.
It's not too late to add. Yeah.
Ooh, that's loud. Oh, platinum prize. Yay.
And the winner is
Sheldon will announce.
Sheldon, you can do it.
Nbot on the purple one, and Blacklight 4,444 on the blue one.
All right, you did it.
The year of purple.
You did
How
the
did they
thing,
get it?
Sheldon.
They message us.
They do.
with their stuff.
Good job.
What's up?
All right. So,
Oh, here we go.
Name and
In-game
alias.
name, yeah. You,
so
you
this
guys
is
know.
message us on our
We haven't figured it out yet.
Watch
Wow,
the
sorry.
previous stream.
You'll figure it out. We're optimistic. You're smart. All right, so we're trying a couple things for Ribbon expansion that
Oh,
is
boy.
more player determined. So if you come to my screen, Dean, for those of you that want to opt into the Arcwing Ribbon game, you can do so by playing Arbitration. So we're going to add them to the store or in the job table
Of
store.
course.
We're not sure yet.
Probably for the
Likely
best.
store. And for the companion ribbons, we're just going to make a conversion blueprint. So if you want to go down that path, you could take an existing ribbon and put it in a blueprint to turn it into a companion weapon one, we think. So we're still playing around with it, but this is, again, totally optional way for you to
authorized
enhance.
Yeah, who authorized this?
What is going
This
on?
is ridiculous. What?
Yeah, maybe a little too ridiculous.
There you go. So people are very split on it.
Very split.
Yeah, people are, oh no, people are like,
Us
perfect.
too.
But it's optional.
Us too. No.
Well, it's optional for us, but it's probably going to be required when other people show up.
Cancel.
Everything you just heard,
Please no, I
Please
like
ignore.
it. Yep,
Yeah.
cursed.
All right, we're canceling it then. It's over.
Canceled like
Yep.
the Punisher season 2.
No, is that
Yeah,
canceled?
God.
Yep, that's canceled
They,
too.
they announced it
We
and
just
they
announced
canceled
it.
it at the same time.
Are you kidding?
Here's Punisher. It's canceled.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you serious?
I think that was
You're
what
just
it shows.
I
ruining
just read some
people's
stuff
lives
online.
right
I don't
now.
know. Is my Twitter feed
Thinking of
accurate?
Daredevil.
I don't know.
That's season like 4, isn't it?
I have no
It's
idea.
gone
Anyway.
now.
There's too much to watch.
Doomed.
Excellent.
Punisher season 2 is out today.
We don't know what's going on with Punisher. We're not. We have no idea.
We're in no way associated
come
with
here.
Marvel.
We're not
Netflix,
associated
please
with
send me
it.
a check, too.
Do not come here for your Netflix news.
Oh, God.
Great Netflix news.
No. All right. More questions. Here we go. Actually, we still have a Mesa Prime access
We
to
should,
give away.
yeah, we should get into sponsorships of
All right.
these streams. I
Mesa
think
Yeah,
Prime
that's
access.
gonna be
great.
Here we go.
One brought
Sponsored
to you
by
by
Bud Light.
Netflix The
There you
Punisher.
go.
Netflix the
Bud
Punisher.
Light has their own Twitch channel.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Have they
Bud Light
sponsored us
does?
yet?
Why haven't they sponsored us?
We
I
don't.
know.
This isn't Bud Light.
I know.
Well,
That's why they don't
it
sponsor
could be.
us. All right.
Could be.
Let's give away Mesa Prime access.
Could be.
Here we go.
This is the big one.
Big one.
With recently upgraded.
There we go.
Me,
Last
Euro,
giveaway of the
and
stream.
Chairman Min have
Chairman
both
Min.
won. On Purple platform Twitch, you guys have won your Mesa Prime access. Make sure you message us, Majuro, and on Blue platform Mixer, Chairman Min, message us, tell us
On the blue platform.
on the Blue platform.
On the Blue platform.
Thanks,
The blue one.
Sheldon. Thank
Purple
you.
and the blue one.
And if you're in chat, you're qualified to get this prize, right? I see people.
That's all. That's
people
all it
asking.
takes.
That's all it takes.
You don't even have to talk.
You don't have to talk. You just be. You're
No,
just in
talking
chat.
does
Yeah.
better.
Nope.
Talking does better.
Just like the
Just spam Plat in the chat. Don't do that, please. It's kind of weird because I no longer see
So I
Plat
think
spammed in the chat.
Devstream of the year.
I guess people have calmed down on
We have
that.
a roadmap. We have.
A whiteboard roadmap.
Yep, we have
You should
a-
take a picture.
Oh wait, what about the
Like
teaser
Like
thing?
an overall broad statement about the year.
No, that's gone so well
Yeah,
in the
it's gone-
past.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the year of quality.
I like how we can laugh. If you can't laugh, what do you have?
Oh, no.
We're going to try to do less tentpole releases this year and focus more on
See? I knew
ongoing,
there was a good
shorter term turnaround
Seems like there's a
for.
lot of temples
content.
on the whiteboard, though.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
There's a few tentpoles on there, but some of them are actual long-term commitments.
Right. Buckle in,
Well,
folks.
Too many temples. The year of temples.
Temples. So many temples.
Assets and tentpoles.
Oh my
Alright.
God, that's a temple.
Buckle in, community.
2019.
The year's just started,
Yep.
and we're gonna hit the ground running. All right,
With less temples.
with less tentpoles.
Scott almost got through that picture.
I know. and
Steve
Daniel's
helped
like,
me.
Oh,
It's not all gone.
all right.
Come on, Scott.
All right. As always, thank
Thanks for
you.
watching, guys.
In exactly, I think in 4 weeks, it will be our 6-year anniversary on Twitch. So if you've been watching us for 6 years,
Well, wait,
you
what
so
about the
much.
teaser
Thanks
at the
for-
end?
I know it's crazy. So thank you, everyone. We hope you have an awesome weekend. Make
What
sure you
about
get
the
your
what about the
gift cards on all
teaser?
platforms
And your potato.
and your
What about the teaser, though?
But,
You can't just end the stream.
end on before we are
Oh.
go-
Keep your temples high.
No.
All right, that's one way to end it. Oh dear, aren't you a writer?
Sure is.
What about the Plague Star teaser?
I like.
Are you not going to tell us about that?
That's my
All right,
favorite.
thank you to the team at Digital Extremes for making everything possible. Thank you for the community for allowing us to all, have our awesome dream jobs. Make it Warframe.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
TennoCon,
See
July
you
6th.
soon. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hold up. I had a feeling there was a reason why they ended this a minute early. Which, oh, it's just the TennoCon trailer. Okay, doesn't matter. So we already saw this.
TennoCon. Now in Tennocolor. July the 6th, 2019.
Okay, and we're done. Oh! Hello, what is the teaser for? What is the teaser for? Can somebody please tell me about that? They tease it one more time, and then that's it. Then they just end the dev stream. They're not going to tell us about it. They're just going to tease it constantly. Okay, the Twitch machine got unplugged. Let me see if I can refresh this, and if nothing else happens, then that's it for the day. It's still very weird why they wouldn't talk about it. Okay, no, that's the end of the dev stream. Okay, yeah, that teaser was really weird. I have to be honest here. But it's a hint at what's coming. It's either a Plague Star or could... Oh, it might actually refer to the Exploiter Orb, honestly. That might be it, honestly, and that's just an event or that might be related to the event that's going to happen for it. But either way, that's it for the day for this week. But yeah, really good dev stream. Like the roadmap, that was pretty important. I mean, nothing on companions, which either they're not talking about it because they have it in the works, or they're not focusing on companions, which they should because their AI still has problems and we need AI commands, that kind of thing. There's just a couple things I would hope for in that, but either way, very fun dev stream, and there were like the new Warframes, especially Hildurin, I think her name was, and then the Wisp Warframe. They look pretty nice. And Rhino apparently now has a girlfriend, so there we go. I guess Rhino is happy. But either way, that's gonna wrap it up here, I believe. So thank you for watching this, everybody. I will probably have this posted very, very soon, if not right away. So have a good rest of your days, whatever's going on for you, and we'll see you all on the next dev stream, or whenever I end up posting a new video about Warframes. So see you all later. Yellowlord signing off.